All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the one, the only, and the great George Kafalis. Look at those guns. Now, George, everybody on Facebook's follow your success. Financially, you're successful. What's a typical day like for you?
Well, let's give you an example today. A lot of times I like to wake up with some kind of positive affirmation. I like to do some kind of research or find something that I think I can put on a social media that can actually help inspire other people. I'm a big believer that you should start your day with positive thoughts because I think the law of attraction is very powerful. And if you start out your day with negative affirmations that you don't like your job, you don't like your boss, you're rushing out the house, you stub your toe, you start getting angry. Next thing you know, you scratch your car with the key. It's kind of a cycle. And I think that for me, it's really important to try to start my day on a positive note and be happy and help other people be happy. But today, today was a day like. Every day is a little bit different, but today I went to the bank at 10 o'clock in the morning. I sat with one of my banks because I own several investment properties, and I am looking at a very big project that I want to purchase, but there's a lot of money that I need down. So I was trying to get a line of credit out of one of my properties and trying to learn if I can do it. That one property actually is not in an LLC, it's in my name. So I had to learn that I can't take a residential loan and try to take a line of credit out commercially. So that was something new that I learned, but I learned other options on how I could, use a personal line of credit on my income. I already have a second equity one on this condo here we're sitting on, but it was just getting information because my goals last year were reached on December 31st. This year my goals are already almost reached and we're not even in June yet. So I'm looking forward so that when I find the next thing I want to do and I have the perfect, property or perfect investment, I need to know what the bank's willing to give me, what I can do. So I'm just setting up for the future. I'm getting ready, whether late fall or 2015. And then I basically came home. I did a little bit of a training workshop for my team in my network marketing business, my Ignite business. I started that for them and for everybody else in the country that's in the network marketing field. And then I went to the gym and I helped you and I helped Darren get in shape, which allows me to have that freedom every day to go to the gym and help people also get in shape. Now I'm going to go home, eat a little bit. I see if my stock was sold. I sold some stocks today. They were up about maybe 66% profit today. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, sell. And tonight I will be at Muscle Maker Grill doing a training and presentation for my network marketing business, and then a conference call afterwards. So, as much as I have a lot of time freedom. I keep myself busy. I like to spend a lot of time by myself too, always improving myself. So that's basically what I do on a typical day. It's growing my real estate investment company, or at least looking for more knowledge towards it because I'm new to it. It's always trying to improve my Ignite business, and it's always trying to put redeemable value in people, because in life you either take away redeemable value from people, you either add value or you subtract value from people. When people subtract value from you, they usually don't realize it. When you're adding value to people like I do, you wake up every day and you realize you got to do that, and that's what I try to do.
Nice. So, you keep mentioning about real estate. It seems like a really big project. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Let's talk about Ignite first, because Ignite kind of comes into the cycle first. I joined Ignite. The reason why I joined Ignite was to make an extra $1,000 a month. I didn't understand network marketing. I didn't realize it was more than just making money. Unfortunately, most people think it's a scam or some kind of pyramid scheme, where they think it's some kind of get-rich-quick scheme. But what they don't realize is they're already in a pyramid in life. But some people just can't see that. So when I got involved, I didn't realize I was going to become financially successful and independent from it. But what I really didn't realize was that it was more than just making money. It was a way to grow your network, which grows your net worth. It was a great way to meet some really positive, influential, successful people in the country that you become friends with. It was a great way to become personally developed on a higher level, learn things that you never learned in high school or college, and a way to understand other things that are going on in America, especially in the new economy. So I recommend network marketing to anybody, whether it's for a short period of time to make some quick cash, or for a long period of time, even if it's not your forte. I mean, for me, energy and network marketing was not my passion as a kid, but it was a vehicle for me to be able to find my passion. So I think it's good for anybody to get involved. It gets you out of any kind of rut you might have been in, or gives you the ability to change your circumstances. And when you change stuff, you have new things come out of that. So it's definitely I've been an eye-opener. I wish I would have gotten involved in network marketing in my 20s rather than in my 30s. But I'm glad I got involved in it now. I never see myself working for anybody ever again. And if I wasn't in this network marketing business, one day, let's say, I don't know, for some reason there was no Ignite, or let's say, I don't know, I took a break for 10 years and I could see myself doing it again. I could never see myself, though, doing a 9-to-5 job. I don't want to own a business where I have to trade time for money. So everything that I do, I set up so that I'm not actually there. Without me, I'm not actually there. So that's what Ignite did for me. It allowed me then to have a substantial amount of income. I bought this property here that we're sitting at, my rental. At first it was a rental, now I live in it. I bought it cash. Then I learned how to get a line of credit on that condo, and from there I started purchasing real estate in Lehigh Valley. Right now is a buyer's market, and my goal is to basically purchase at least 20 rentals. By the end of this month or July, I should have at least 10. I should be halfway there. I'm working on 2 right now to close on. And my long-term goal, originally I thought, let me get all these properties and let me sell them in 15 years. But then I realized I'm going to have $2 million in investment properties, and I'm going to have to give $1 million to the government. And I'm not really too happy with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I think, assuming I don't sell any and upscale, but if I do upscale, I'm still going to have $2 million to more in investment properties. I'm going to have them paid down, obviously, by my tenants, and then in 15 years from now, take second mortgage loans on all of them, and take that $2 million, or whether it's 75% of $2 million, which will be $1.5 million or whatever, and then put that in the bank. And if I'm 50 years old, 55 years old, I can live off of that. And guess what's going to happen in 15 more years? They'll get paid down again, and I can take out money again, guys. So it's pretty amazing because that's tax-free money. And if you don't believe me, I can send you articles where you can go to the bank yourself and say, hey, I have equity in my house. I want to take $20,000 out to build a patio. If the government taxed you on that equity loan, or they taxed you on that second mortgage, your bathroom would cost you 30 grand because you'd be paying an additional 10 in taxes. Nobody would take out second mortgages to build patios or bathrooms. So it's tax-free money. And I didn't understand that until I got around somebody who was more successful than me, who had 100 rental properties, and he took out millions of dollars in tax-free money. So that's pretty exciting because I see myself being able to do that. I see my retirement is secure because I have investment properties and I can take out cash. I also have learned about irrevocable trust, and trust where you can actually at some point take your name. Irrevocable trust and irrevocable and revocable are different. The one that I'm talking about, once you give up the rights to the properties and all the stuff you own, you can't get it back, basically, okay? So I could put all my belongings into a trust, have a trustee, let's say it's my kid at one day, or it's my nephew, but then I can't change that. He's the one that's always gonna get it. But let's say I pass away though, my nephew or my kid would own that trust. My trust owns all the property and all the assets, and therefore no inheritance tax, okay? The only tax is if there's interest made off of what I already own. I know a guy right now, he's worth $6 million. His family left him $12 million in assets. Unfortunately, it wasn't in a trust. So the government said, oh, we need to take $6 million of it and pocket it for ourselves. You're left with $6 million if you want to pay the inheritance tax for $6 million, right? So the inheritance tax basically was the $6 million. So he's thinking to himself, okay, it's $12 million. I'm worth $6 million. I have to pay $6 million to get the $12 million, which leaves you with $6 million. It makes no sense to even do it, and he actually let it go. But if it would have been in a trust, like what I'm talking about, he would have actually been able to receive all that stuff, no inheritance tax, except for the interest that the property and the stuff is making, and he would have owned $12 million worth of stuff. So things you learn, and I have articles about that. I have articles about some of the congressmen who do that and put things in trust. And putting things in an irrevocable trust also allows you not to be able to get sued, and there's a lot of great benefits. But guys, these are things that most people don't know. This is what I do all day, okay? I make it an effort to sit with somebody who's smarter than me and wealthier than me and has more than me all the time, whether it's a phone call or sit with them for lunch and pick people's brains and learn. And that's why I keep succeeding, and that's why I keep growing. So, it's great to be a business owner and then come home and watch TV, but you notice that business owners that own one pizza or 3 pizza shops or one nail salon or one dry cleaners, a lot of them just own that one thing. I can tell you that my family, they've been business owners for years, and they own the same thing for 20 years. Where I am a guy who is not going to come home and watch TV. I'm going to come home and find other ways to every year have more assets, more residual income, guys. I'm not going to spend all my money on toys. I'm going to spend all my money on assets and let my assets buy the toys. End of the day, it's one to grow on, baby.
Spoken like a true gentleman. You can't learn that in school.
Absolutely not.
All right, George, thanks for spending the time with us. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it.
Cha-ching.